Remember when I said we don't get that many animated movies, and when we do, sometimes they're not that great? Here we go. God damn it. Hello everyone, my name is Chet. This is ChetChat, and we saw the trilogy Kizumonogatari. So Kizumonogatari is a three-part anime movie, that revolves around this boy and this vampire. Very, very simple. I've only been told recently that it's actually a prequel to this big Monogatari series that has been out for a while. I'm like, I don't watch that much anime, I guess. I've been behind for like, maybe 10 years apparently, because this has been out for a while. There are even light novels, I believe, for this anime. So Kizumonogatari is an actual prequel that is broken up into three parts, where this boy, he sees a vampire, she's bleeding, she has no arms, no legs, and he gives her his blood so she can regenerate. The problem is that when she regenerates, she becomes a little girl, and she needs to get her limbs back. So she actually makes the boy a minion, and he is a powerful vampire now. And she asks him to go and find her limbs and defeat these guys who actually have her limbs. That sounds like a pretty cool plot, right? Nice, cool action anime thing. Yeah, awesome. Too bad all three of these movies are pretty lame in my opinion. First up, the first movie, I don't know, like this guy, he has such a, he wants to get this artistic view across, and he puts in all these artistic gimmicks into the movie that I'm like, the first 15 minutes is just this guy walking upstairs, and then they have these silent film kind of cards that pop up every now and then with a word on it. It'll say Noir, Rouge, or it'll be a character's name. I don't really appreciate it that much when it doesn't enhance the story. It doesn't enrich the story. It creates a disconnect from the story for me, that you keep showing these slides every now and then. You can actually have the characters talk, and it's not like there isn't enough dialogue in these movies. There's so much dialogue in the movies, but they are completely uninteresting drivel. This is coming from someone who loves Quentin Tarantino movies, where the dialogue is very mundane, but for some reason it's very engaging. But in all three of these movies, Kizumonogatari, they are very bland, very uninteresting, very cliche. It's not like I haven't seen these kind of conversations before. And I don't feel like these conversations fit within this story, unless they bring it up in the other animes that came out before, like, because this is a prequel. But I hate the fact that I would have to watch this whole set of anime to enjoy this prequel. It's a prequel. That means it should be the first. It should be an entry for me to be like, oh, let me go and watch what this is before, It's supposed to interest me. But from where I'm sitting right now, looking at these movies, I do not want to watch anymore. These movies are so boring. The animation is top notch. Some of the best animation I've ever seen. Unfortunately, the animation doesn't speak for the whole movie. In the first movie, there's not even that much action, but just the little things are so cool. Like just seeing a character walk, just seeing a character run, just seeing like the character's clothing move while they're talking. It's just, there's so much detail and everything. That's so cool. But now you have this boring conversation with these characters that you don't care about. And then you have your normal anime isms where you got your fan service, you got your boobies, you got your funniest little slapstick stuff that is not that funny, because I've been alive for 30 years and I've seen so many slapstick jokes. I mean, it gets old. In the second movie, at least, you have so much action, so much cool animation and stuff, but there's still that boring dialogue that doesn't enhance the movie for you. And every now and then you get like important information, but it's just not that good. And then you have the final movie, which I think is a complete waste. It's almost like The Hobbit and the Five Armies, I believe it's called. The last movie in the Hobbit trilogy. It felt like they just wanted to make a movie out of maybe these 2 pages of text, because the last movie was so drawn out just because they wanted to do their artistic vision and show all these little slides and panoramic views and walking, and oh my god. I really don't think it takes 5 hours to tell the story that they showed in these 3 movies. If they actually made it one movie where in the beginning you see the character meet the girl, the vampire with no limbs, and he helps her out, and he finds out that she needs help to get her limbs back, and then you could have him go through that'll be the main conflict in the story. Like, you have your beginning, you have your conflict, you have your climax, and then you have your ending. The climax is the third movie after the conflict in the middle. After the conflict resolution, we have this climax that could have been the third movie. And then you'll have the ending, which is, it's so convoluted. I completely understand it. It's stupid, but why would you even do this in the ending? It's so bad. I'm sorry, guys. I feel like I've just been ranting for a while now, man. I really don't like this trilogy that came out. It's such a big waste of time to have 5 hours of nothing that could have been broken down into just one movie. If it was just one movie, it would have been a great movie. But no, you split it into 3 hour-and-a-half movies that just show you like, oh, we know how to animate really well. And they do a really good job at animating, but it doesn't help the fact that this movie sucks. I guess if you've seen the Monogatari series, you'll enjoy it. But if you didn't, I don't recommend it. Wow. It's a big waste of time. Just YouTube some of the animation fight scenes or something just to see how cool the animation is. But yeah, I'm sorry. A big resounding no. There's also the fact that there's some kind of usable pornography in this one. Well, that's it for me. You know what to do.